Raven and what she can bring to your team?
First and foremost, she's a winner. And she's won at every level. She's set the tone at every level. She's immediately ready on the defensive end of the floor, which is something that we need. Somebody to come in and make an impact on that end of the floor. She's been a true point guard, playing for the greatest point guard that's played the game. You think of Dawn Staley and Sue Bird, the top two for sure. And she's experienced. She's experienced in big time moments, and so really excited that she fell to us. I think it helps a lot. I think you see every year she's worked on her game. Every year she's come back with something different. Staying another year to be able to continue to grow on the offensive end of the floor. And you saw the work that she put in. And it's not going to be any different at this level. She's a very self-aware player. She understands her strengths and she plays to her strengths. She thinks the game. Her time and score basketball is elite. And she's just a winner. And when you have players who understand what it takes to win, when they've been surrounded by greatness, throughout their entire career, they know how to play with other great players, and it's going to impact our team.
You'll have a lot of depth with Caitlin, Ty Harris, and now Raven at point guard. How does that help you, especially with all the injuries you had last year and just Raven's defensive versatility?
Well, we're not speaking those into existence anymore. But I think it helps because Ty is a player who's a combo who can play on and off the ball. Caitlin is a player who can play on and off the ball. Raven is a point guard that primarily has had the ball in her hands, and so I think it gives us some versatility. Thankfully, having a couple of different guards gives us the ability to allow Kelsey to rest a little bit too. So I think we'll have a pretty good rotation when it comes to our perimeter players. Especially in the 1-2 spot. I think it'll give us a lot of different ways that we can play, a lot of different matchups that we can play against. We can give different looks. So I think it's going to be really important. And we can go with a defensive lineup. When you've got somebody like Raven, Ty played for us in Connecticut, so she understands what we're about on the defensive end of the floor as well. So she understands the expectations.
I'm really sorry, I got to pull stuff for our next pick.
Yep.
Amber will be up shortly. She had to run back.